This morning, we continue to remember the fallen firefighter and namesake for Ohio's firefighter Canso Bill.
Yeah, Mike Palumbo was diagnosed with occupational brain cancer 2 years ago. He passed away 2 weeks ago.
Hattie Hawks is here this morning with more about the Fighting 126 series.
Guys, when Mike Palumbo found out that he had cancer, he turned his tragedy into a teaching moment about the dangerous toxins that firefighters are exposed to. This past January, the governor signed Senate Bill 27 into law, also known as the Michael Lewis Palumbo Jr. Act. Now, this provides workers' compensation benefits to firefighters diagnosed with certain types of cancers. Last week, at the age of 49, Mike Palumbo passed away, but his legacy lives on. He's this week's Fighting 126.
There's a lot you could say about Mike Palumbo, a good friend.
His strength, his courage, devotion to family, friends.
A leader.
Michael was always that person to give you a shot, but then reel you back in and teach you how it's supposed to be done in the fire service and in life.
But sometimes...
Yeah, working with Mike and I were...
There are no words. In the community where they grew up, Captain Ron Zach and Mike Palumbo were hired together.
So we went to paramedic school together, fire school. We were in each other's wedding. Mike was more of a brother.
Like brothers, they were there for each other, especially after Mike got cancer.
When we were lifting him from the bed to the chair to the wheelchair, he'd always say, "I'm sorry," 'cause he didn't want us to hurt our backs.
Mike walked every chance he could.
He lost feeling in kind of one side. He'd continue to fight and walk and just, because the doctors told him, stay healthy, and just dragging his leg, trying to walk for, as far as he could go, because he just wanted to live for his family.
Like Mike told us last December, he was never giving up.
I fight every day for so many different people, mostly my family and my kids, because I plan on being here.
Because of his courage, firefighters with cancer in Ohio have a fighting chance.
Even through the chemo and the, feeling sick and the pain from the surgeries, he never said, "Why me?"
He left his handprint on the fire service for years to come.
Michael was a firefighter's firefighter, but I'm going to miss the person. I'm going to miss Michael.
But it's those who knew him in life who say they are the lucky ones.
No doubt a hard story to talk about. Now, there is another day today of calling hours. Tomorrow, Palumbo will be laid to rest, and his funeral is set for 1 o'clock at the Immaculate Conception Church in Willoughby. Now, we mentioned that he really enjoyed walking, and it was important to him to keep going because that was how he was fighting to stay alive, because the doctor said that, you got to keep going. And even up until the last days, he was asking them to take him down to his treadmill.
Oh, wow.
So that he could get a mile in. And it gives you chills to listen to them talk about how hard he continued to fight.
Just a fighter, truly.
Oh, and his legacy does live on. Through that bill and through all those people he met.
Yeah, wonderful. He did a lot. And obviously his kids, now 5 of them ages 8 to about 20. Wow. So they've got a life to live without their dad, but they've got a strong memory of him, that's for sure.
Thank you, Hattie. Appreciate that. And for more on Mike Palumbo's story, as well as stories of more of the Fighting 126 who we have profiled, head to NBC4i.com and search Fighting 126.